So, 2 days from now, FRIEZA will be dropping. You want to know whether you should summon for him or not. Today, we're going to break down the card and decide whether or not he's worth summoning. TLDR, if you just want to stay in the video and see, probably most likely he is, but we're going to see exactly should you, the future banners that will be coming out, when is his rerun going to be happening, and yeah, July is usually prime time to really summon for anything. So where usually the first half of the year in Dokkan is a big trap whether you should summon or not. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So Freezy Pop, as other people tend to refer him to, or this is Frieza Final Form Angel. This is pretty much Tournament Power Frieza, really good character. Resurrected Warriors and Other World Warriors key +4 and HP attack and defense plus 150%. He raises his defense and causes immense damage to enemy and seals super attack. So off the rip, a dual effect. He can buff his defense and he can also seal a super attack. One of the first couple of SSRs or TFEs that had this ability built in. Piccolo, I believe, is one of them. I'm not exactly sure. And then there's a few others, but he's like one of the newest ones. And this adds to his consistency in Super Battle Road. So for Super Battle Road, just having this alone makes him very valuable. Attack and defense 100%, plus an additional attack and defense 50%. 5 turns and the medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, when after receiving an attack. So after he takes damage for 5 extra turns, he's going to get a boost in strength and defense. And any attacked enemy gets attack and defense minus 30% for 2 turns. And he can transform immediately. So this is important. Not a lot of units have this type of skill built in where they can go ahead and transform immediately, so it makes Frieza super valuable, giving you the ability to not have any actual active trigger and just have a choice of whenever. This is also why I feel Kibito Kai or Kibito and Supreme Kai or Shin is actually a broken non-Dokkan Fest exclusive card, because you can transform whenever the game allows you, or you're allowed the choice and dictate, and it allows you for very smart play. So Frieza, nothing different here. He's going to be a very strong card. He has good link skills, and he has probably what I personally believe the best key link in the game. Gives you attack and defense 7% at level 10, and it gives you key +3, one of the best key skills period. And it's super good link. So all this plus the package of his categories, really good. USS, Resurrected Warriors, representatives of Universe 7, Wicked Bloodline, Transformation Boost, Full Power, and Other World Warriors. Very strong categories. So if you guys need any math or breakdowns, I'll do that. This is just gonna be a quick run through of the character. So he is a leader for Resurrected Warriors and Other World Warriors, which 2 are going to be key to look at when building him, because he's the leader for them. So he has an important role in most cases. He'll be out in roughly 2-ish days. It usually releases at the very peak at night on the 3rd, like January 3rd at nighttime is when he's going to be released pretty much. For me, it's going to be at night. For other people, it's going to be early in the morning of January 4th. But yeah, he also comes stacked with a transformation, and the transformation goes from being a one side, a very defensive, very smart type of meticulous type of play, to a very offensive presence with attack and defense plus 120%, and then he gets additional attack and defense plus 8%, and a great chance of stunning the attacked enemy when performing a super attack, which is really good. And his reduction in damage by 50% only happens when his HP is 49% or less. So once again, a very offensive card. You might want to this is where that choice of being able to transform comes in handy. It allows you to stack some defense first before transforming, so you get some of that defensive value before you go full in. This card was pretty much made to destroy the legendary Goku event. Pretty much that. And Prodigy's Space Clan, you know, all his link skills pretty much stayed the same. Nothing really changes. And he's he's just a phenomenal card, a phenomenal unit in general. So we're gonna take a look at his we're gonna take a look at his banner here. His banner is gonna have a change on global. On our advertisement for his banner, there was Kefla. So I'm gonna hit back so you guys can see right here. On this right here, Kefla is gonna be on our banner versus a particular card. So I don't know exactly who they're going to be replacing, but there's certainly some key components. It might be Beerus, because Beerus was just recently on the Tanabata banner, so that's the most likely suspect that they'll be replacing. So if that is the case, it'll be a physical plus a bunch of STRs, and then Tech FRIEZA, and then Ink Golden FRIEZA. So this banner is not terrible by any means. It's pretty much a normal Dokkan Fest exclusive banner, but the Dokkan Fest are pretty strong. Cooler gets another rerun. He came back on global during the Million celebration, the international celebration. A lot of people call that a win for global, and JP got shafted, but it's not neither here nor there. Honestly, both banners are still really good. But yeah, having Cooler come back is pretty strong. I mean, Cooler's on the New Year's banner. I mean, and so is Beerus. I'm not exactly sure, honestly, who they could take out here. Unless they completely change up this entire lineup and we're looking at a completely different banner. And if the banner's stacked, then the banner's stacked. But for the most part, the banner's good. The banner's solid. Out of 2 slots, I mean, obviously the entire SR slots. You know me, I'm not a big fan of SRs. I really actually hate them. I think they need to do away with these, or give them significant Dokkan Awakens to make them good. And I mean, this Cooler right here needs an easy A, and these Friezas, what they Dokkan into, and this one needs to be a million times better what they Dokkan to right now to even keep them in here. But yeah, for the most part, Beerus a good card. If anything remains the same, or let's say they do replace Beerus for Kefla, Goku, the Universe Survival Saga leader, really good card. Transform Goku, still a really good card to date. People say he's aged not that much compared to some of the older DFEs. You guys gotta keep that in mind. We haven't gone into the era of EZA DFEs of category leaders yet, so you guys kind of have to hold your breath on there. Beerus, really solid card, most likely being replaced, I think personally, because there was an official Dokkan Fest exclusive banner with this card on it. Cooler, maybe, not exactly sure, we'll see. Tech FRIEZA is going to stay in there because they need some form of consolation prize that makes you feel bad about yourself. And then obviously Int Golden FRIEZA is going to be there because this is pretty much his banner. This is a remake of this card, just in a different form, and you can run them together. So, TLDR, should you summon? I'm going to say yes if your USS team needs to be better, or your representatives of Universe 7 needs to be better. I'm going to say no because we just had Blue Bros. Mainly because physical sits on the same team, and the difference between Frieza is Resurrected Warriors is pretty loaded, especially with Kibu getting his EZA now, and Other World Warriors is gonna get a big bump once Pokemon comes out as well. And this Frieza, while being amazing, there are non-Dokkan Fests that share his name that make this space kind of competitive in those categories. For example, the new tech one that got Dokkan Awakening recently that came with this Frieza, and there's also a cell to pair with it, so it's a little harsh on Frieza, but it's still, there's still a lot that fights against him. I mean, he's an amazing card. He's really good, really strong, and you should summon for him if you're missing pieces of those specific categories. But if not, you can wait for Gogeta, because I personally feel that Gogeta is going to be the most value as a regular non-Dokkan Fest exclusive. All the ones that have come out so far from Japan, it seems like that's the win. And then maybe Paikuan and the Janemba banners are really powerful. They have the Year 5 LRs on them. They have Gotenks and Boo, respectively. They've got a bunch. They've got a lot going for them. They got the Gojias that received the EZAs, and they have Janembas that received the EZAs, and STR Janemba who's receiving his EZA soon. So there's a tons of value there. So personally, I am gonna say I'm gonna be skipping this, even though Frieza is my favorite villain of all time. I just don't have the stones. I want to finish my New Year's rotations. Frieza pretty much comes out in 2 or 3 more days, so it's gonna be a hard skip for me. But yeah, if you guys made it to the end of the video, consider subscribing, because hey, you made it to the end of the video. And yeah, go ahead and leave a comment and ring the notification bell if you guys need to know exactly when my videos go live for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.